You've returned. And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Wir haben Calliope gefunden.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her eidolon is inside you. How
It
did...
doesn't work like that. The eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy. How you warned her. How you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Erzähl mir alles.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Könnte die Prophezeiung wahr sein?
Do you think the prophecy could be true? That in order for the idols to live...
It didn't say live. It said continue. That word bothers me.
Athena seems pretty certain what it means.
Athena sees what she wants. I don't know that I agree with her. And I won't just give in like Apollo. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play. Up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
Pan konfrontieren. Apollo konfrontieren. Ich fange mal mit Apollo an.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Ich weiß, dass er dir wichtig
Look,
ist.
I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I care about him too.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
Ich mache mir Sorgen um dich.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
I lost Freddy. I can't lose anyone else.
When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
Vielleicht wird es das.
Well, couldn't it be? You said yourself, prophecies don't always work the way you think they will.
Yeah, that's true. I did say that. I hope this doesn't change things between us. You've come to mean a great deal to me.
Geht mir genauso.
I feel the same way, Apollo.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
You'd better.
Ins Auditorium gehen. Nein, 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 nein. Das ist meine letzte Chance, mit jemandem zu sprechen, bevor der Prozess beginnt. Also das wäre dann hier die letzte Station. Okay, gehen wir nochmal zu Pan. Achso, und willkommen zur letzten Folge von Stray Gods, The Roleplaying Musical. Denn ich werde alles jetzt ins Ende packen, weil wir brauchen das jetzt nicht künstlich aufteilen. Wir sind jetzt am Ende, das ist der letzte Akt, den wir in der letzten Folge schon angefangen haben. Und da hat sich auch nicht wirklich ein Moment angeboten, einen Cut zu setzen, weil das alles so dran hing und so. Deswegen machen wir das jetzt hier beim Ende genauso. Wir werden jetzt eine schöne, lange letzte Folge hier aufnehmen und das Spiel zu seinem verdienten Ende führen, ohne zu wissen, wie der ganze Spaß hier ausgeht. Na gut, Spaß mittlerweile.
Pan? Are you here? Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
Vielleicht ein bisschen. Ich will noch reden, ich wollte mich entschuldigen. Bin ich noch ein hoffnungsloser Fall für
That
dich?
depends. Do you still think I'm a lost cause? Dead woman walking?
I think if anyone could find a way out of this predicament, it would be you.
Very carefully said.
I certainly thought so. I've been practicing in a mirror and everything. Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing.
Könnte man so sagen.
Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Erzählen wir ihm alles.
Okay. Where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die, just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Das so kann man das natürlich auch sehen, stimmt. Ich soll sie einfach sterben lassen, ich will das nicht. Athena aber nicht, ja.
I doubt Athena would agree. Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Okay. Naja, mich opfern würde ich jetzt auch nicht wollen. Also es ist ja nicht so, dass sie jetzt schmerzverkrümmt als alle zu Boden gehen, wenn ich mich dagegen entscheide. Glaube ich. Ich meine, die Sterblichen leben auch ihr Leben und dann ist es halt irgendwann vorbei. Na? Deswegen, also, nee. Also falls da eine Entscheidung am Ende ansteht, also den Freitod werde ich hier nicht wählen. Ich hoffe, das ist den Leuten hier klar. So, Persephone und dann geht's ins Auditorium, Freunde.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
Wie geht's dir?
How about you? Are you okay?
Oh, I am many miles from okay, Grace.
Don't you want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Wir könnten nochmal von vorne beginnen.
You could apologize, you know. We could start over, from square one.
You shatter my throne without so much as a by your leave. And I'm the one who apologizes?
I could go first, if you like. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, believe it or not. Is that better?
It's a start.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Würde man das irgendwann anfangen zu vermissen, ein Sterblicher zu sein? Ich glaube, die Frage kannst du wirklich erst beantworten, wenn du ein paar tausend Jahre gelebt hast und dann gesehen hast, wie Leute, die du liebst und schätzt, die nicht unsterblich sind, halt nach und nach dann immer gehen. Ich glaube, das belastet dich dann wirklich irgendwann. Und ich glaube, dann kommt irgendwann der Punkt, wo du sagen würdest, okay, vielleicht ist ein sterbliches Leben jetzt doch nicht so schlecht. Irgendwann vermisse ich es bestimmt. Ist erst eine Woche her. Das kann ich mir vorstellen.
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
Das war's, ja? Jetzt geht's nur noch ins Auditorium. Ach Gott.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here. Like a boat lost at sea with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart you remain. I do not sail in vain. Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Wie wird diese Verhandlung ablaufen?
Care to explain how this is supposed to work? I don't exactly have an itinerary.
How this works is, you follow us. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we?
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Ihre Autorität angreifen oder auf die eventuell falsche Prophezeiung auszugehen. Angehen. eingehen. Bist du sicher, dass die Idole sterben? Lass mal was überlegen, was hatten wir nochmal gesagt gehabt? Ja, ich meine, so viel Raum lässt das eigentlich nicht so. Also der Klanglaut der Prophezeiung. Sie soll sterben, damit die Idole weiterleben. Muss aber nicht sterben. Aber letztendlich bleibt es dabei, dass das Überleben der Idole halt gekoppelt ist an ihr Leben. Was hat das hiermit zu tun? Ich greife ihre Autorität an.
And you'll be the one deciding which of those extreme measures is implemented, right? You and no one else.
When has there ever been anyone else? Each of you is here because I brought you here. I protected you. I carved out this space in a strange land so we could survive. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything?
Du hast Calliope getötet.
Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
Wir kennen die Wahrheit.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it, just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No. I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry, hooray, once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you.
Not just you.
Time to put you in check.
There are other idols too.
You irritating speck.
Aren't you aware?
Sorry, little bird. It's time. These people climb. Time to wring your neck.
This I know. Once the muse is dead, questions creep. They'll burrow in my head. What did I do? What didn't I do? All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. to throw this away. You call that wise? Nobody needs to make a sacrifice. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through. Cause and effect. You feed this thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
So romantic, me and you. I wouldn't wanna be cut to pieces with just anybody. I was so low, I nearly withdrew. Now I'm here because she inspired me.
Really, Pan, you?
The way I see it, if you have to take grace, then you definitely have to take me.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place? Give it time, you'll find even an island drift. You don't notice 'cause it only moves in teeny tiny shifts. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong.
I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this. All these years you ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you. It's overdue. Step away. Let it go. Fresher hands should steer this boat and sail it to something new.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think it's about time, don't you?
Das gefällt mir.
Responsibility suits you, Apollo. Maybe one day you'll even button up your shirt.
Well, unfortunately, I won't be in the position long enough to find out. We've decided to disband the course. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
Das ist ein großer Schritt. Was ist mit Athene?
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
It must be tearing her apart now that she's failed.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
Seid ihr alle dieser Meinung?
You all agreed to this? No argument?
Oh, we don't do anything without argument, dearest.
It's what Calliope fought for. It seems appropriate. I only wish you were here to see it.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Yes, well, it'll be up to us to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
We have to try. What other choice do we have?
Also gar keine Regeln?
It's hard to picture the idols living without rules. Medusa comes to mind, for instance. Think she'll be okay with mortal laws?
We're not certain where Medusa is, actually. We believe Athena may have dealt with her before the trial. As for the others, I suppose they'll have to answer to mortal authorities now.
These authorities. Do you think we could ask them about Hephaestus?
I don't see why not.
Ich habe da ein paar Ideen.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
Campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please? Well, you did it. You survived.
Wir haben es geschafft.
We did it.
I would have been lost if you hadn't stood beside me.
I was just trying to do the right thing.
And now you're leading the idols. I'm proud of you.
And you. You stood your ground with Athena and won. A feat even the mightiest idols have never accomplished.
Wasn't like I had much choice, right?
I want you to know that I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens when we reveal ourselves, whatever comes, I go where you go.
Hört sich gut
I
an.
could get used to that.
I wouldn't be crimping your style, is that how you say it?
If you're 75, sure. Maybe let's get your vocabulary into this century at some point.
I was hoping you'd say that. What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more
Oh
time?
ja.
Always.
Zwei Monate später. Epilog, ja? Okay.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson, appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Nach Aphrodite und Eros fragen.
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
Ach ja, was ist aus unserem Traumpärchen geworden? Hekate und
What
Asterion.
about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion, then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
Was ist denn aus Athene geworden?
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The revelation of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Hermes.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Pan?
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
So, jetzt aber Apollo.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Apollo.
Other than whining like a sad puppy every moment that you've been away.
I haven't been... Well, all right. Maybe just a little. But mostly, I've been taking charge of the idols remaining at Olympus, helping them ease into life with the mortals.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
I've also been tidying up the beach house, finding the Oracle a new place to live.
A new place to live? Why?
So he can invite you to live in his little beachside hovel, that's why.
I was going to say that myself. Later, when you were finished and back for good.
Suchen wir uns ein neues Zuhause.
You know, maybe it would be better if we found someplace else. Someplace we could choose together.
Someplace that didn't need burning to the ground.
I like that idea. Let's discuss it more later. When we're alone.
Nach Persephone fragen?
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No, you don't. I came by to give you all my regards, such as they are. After this, you likely won't see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
Das war alles, was ich fragen wollte.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Persephone, could we just meet you there?
Fine. I will, however, begin drinking without you.
Something on your mind, Apollo?
You, Grace. It's always you.
Take my hand for a minute. Let's stop and breathe for a moment. There's so much to like. Now I've opened my eyes, finally stepped into the light. Wouldn't you know it was here the whole time? The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. I now know it's true, the answer is you, and I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
so fast.
We have eternity to work it out. With you, I think it will last. The courage we need to be joyful, something you've helped me find. No matter where we go, we'll take it slow, and I'll hold your hand all the while. The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. No matter what we do, the answer is you. And I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
Ach schön, Freunde. Ja, das war es dann schon gewesen von Stray Gods. Ein wunderschönes Spiel, Leute. Spread the word. Sagt den Leuten, dass es dieses Spiel gibt. Es müssen viel mehr Leute müssen dieses Spiel kennenlernen. Ich fand es großartig. Es war sehr umfangreich, umfangreich an. Die ganze Palette an Emotionen wurde hier abgespult. Das fand ich großartig. Man hat gelacht, man hat getrauert. Man war nachdenklich. Also dieses Spiel hat halt einfach alles abgerufen, was man abrufen sollte in einer guten Geschichte, um jemanden mitzureißen. Ich hoffe nur, dass das nicht das Letzte war, was wir aus dieser Welt gesehen haben. Ich meine, alleine schon die ganzen Mythologien aus anderen Kulturen bieten sich ja da schon an, vielleicht anzusetzen. Ich meine, als Muse kann sie auch die eventuell beeinflussen. Also ich sehe Potenzial dafür, dass da auf jeden Fall von dem Spiel mehr kommt. Vielleicht auch deren Geschichte fortgesetzt wird. Also mit den Idols, die wir bisher kennen. Aber ich glaube, es würde sich tatsächlich anbieten, auch mal in andere Mythologien reinzuschnuppern. Also ich war jedenfalls vollends zufrieden. Ich hoffe, euch hat das auch gefallen. Und ich werde hier und da auch mal gucken, ob wir mal so eine kleinen Projekte mal finden, die so ein bisschen untergehen unter diesen riesigen Superspielen, die hier dieses Jahr rauskamen. Dieses Jahr war ja wirklich voll und ist noch voll mit vielen neuen Games, vielen guten Games. Aber vergessen wir mal nicht die ganzen kleinen Spiele, die sich auch mal trauen, mal was ganz anderes zu machen, halt gängigen Formate ein bisschen aufzubrechen und einen eigenen Weg zu gehen. Ne? Und das hat das Spiel eigentlich richtig gut gemacht. Und wie gesagt, ich halte Ausschau nach anderen Spielen dieser Art. Und sollte hier nochmal irgendwas kommen aus dem Stray Gods Universum, da könnt ihr euch aber ganz sicher sein, dass ich da meine Hand dran legen werde. Und dass wir dann zusammen nochmal den Taktstock schwingen werden und hier nochmal einen zum Besten geben, Freunde. Ich verabschiede mich auf jeden Fall. Schaut gerne mal auf dem Kanal vorbei bei anderen Projekten. Da sind ja einige gute, einige große, einige kleine. Und würde mich freuen, wenn ihr da auch mal reinschaut. Ich verabschiede mich, schreibt mir eure Meinung über das Spiel gerne in die Kommentare. Und ja, dann verabschiede ich mich nochmal und wünsche euch noch einen wunderschönen Tag. Und wir sehen uns dann, Freunde. Ciao.